Good morning, world. Happy Thursday, and there she goes. I'm going to have to angle it tomorrow so that we can see it together at the same time. Let me get my body right. Definitely need this time release B12 today because I was not asleep in bed at my bedtime. I was in Tampa at my bedtime last night. So I did not get home until about 11:15ish. And while I did go straight to bed, I got home, I got home. I was in bed and asleep by quarter till, maybe by midnight. I think it was before midnight is the last thing. I know it was 11 something the last time I looked at the clock, but it was almost midnight. I can't remember if it was like quarter till or 10 till or whatever, but I told my husband early on in the week too, I'm like, I'm not going to the gym Thursday. It's not happening. We'll go Saturday instead. If I meant to actually, so I have a team Zoom that I do in my team page on my Facebook for my Thrive team. And I meant to move it because, again, I knew so that I didn't have to get up and be on that at 6:30. But I didn't. I forgot. So I just finished that up. Surprisingly, I don't feel really tired. I like it when that happens. Of course, I'm thriving, so, that always helps. All right, guys, happy Thursday, Friday Eve for some of you. It is not Friday Eve for me because I'm working Saturday, too, at the Renaissance Festival. Good morning, Brent. How are you? So good to see you. Well, Let me not drink that too fast like I did yesterday. All right. Happy Thursday, Friday Eve. Like I said, it's not my Friday Eve because I'm working this weekend, working the Renaissance Saturday. March 9th today. The Renaissance is fun, let me just tell you. I like it. It's not even like work. Like I said, like Rover, it's another job that's not a job because it's fun, right? So, all right, let's see what our morning mental prep has to teach us today on this March 9th. Lightness. Try not to be so damn precious with yourself. You're doing the best you can. Show yourself the same grace that you would offer others. Know that everything that needs to happen will. Take solace in that wisdom. Good morning, Sherry, Leanne. Hi, guys. Good morning. You are not in control of the universe. I don't know that I believe that. We'll talk about that another time. Law of attraction. You are the creator. You're not in control of the universe, but you do have a choice in how you show up in your life. Ease up, allow in lightness, forgive yourself. Go on, grant yourself permission to live a life that makes you more joyful than you ever imagined possible. Let me just tell you, I feel like I live in a joyous state. I really... And I'm just going to be real. I'm just going to be, as my friend Lindsay would say, real, raw, and authentic. I do live in a joyous state. Yes, I have bad days. Yes, I get down and what have you. But even in that, there is a core level of joy that I am not in the first 12 years anymore. Like I can't. Anytime I talk about or think about myself being, am I in a joyous state? And, am I truly, especially in those moments of downtime, if you will, I really, and then I see a butterfly, or a bird or any creature, a freaking crocodile. And there is a joy, what I imagine is a childlike joy. I have to imagine. I believe that's what it is, you know. Like, just is there all the time because I'm not in that first 12 years. And so then it just, so I'm in a joyous state, kind of at a fountain to start off with. And then, oh, and now it's trying to reconnect. Ugh. So I kind of start off in a joyous state, and then other things come up and make me even more joyous. The birds, let me just tell you, I love birds. I love birds. I love all life, but birds are up there with the dogs and the horses for me, you know. So, and when they are around me and they're hanging out with me, it is pure joy to me. And so, you know, go be in your joy, I guess. I just needed to share that with that. My brain stopped, so I'm going to stop on that thought, and we're going to see what the law of attraction has to tell us today. All right, remember we're going just in order because, oh, this is something we all need to do. Triggers. Watch your triggers. Triggers is a tricky conversation in today's world because let me just tell you, coming from the life that I lived, I certainly have triggers. But it's my job to deal with those. It's not everyone else's job to make my life easier because I have triggers. That's fucking impossible. But that doesn't mean that there are not triggers out there. So you watch your triggers in order to create change. Each time you find yourself in a foul mood and ready to pick a fight with your partner, think back to the exact moment you first began to feel negative. What triggered the shift? Understanding the triggers can enable you to choose to respond differently because you have a choice in how you respond. Even if initially you don't respond right away. I'm going to give you an example. I was talking to my friend Kat on the way to Jordan Peterson last night. And we were talking about arguments, conversations with spouses, partners. And well, I was saying how I need to be careful here. I want to be careful here. How you want to be productive in your conversation. So make sure that you're choosing words and things to be productive in the conversation, to understand what's going on in the conversation better. Not things that are mean or spiteful or belittling, or maybe not any of those things, but wasn't productive in the conversation at all. And it's taken me some time to practice this, but now when I react with something that's not productive or even a bit mean, in a conversation that's a little heated with my husband, I will immediately apologize that I didn't really mean that. Or at least within the same day. Mostly it's immediately because it's not very often anymore that I if it's not going to be productive in helping me to learn and understand what's going on in the situation so that we can progress forward together, then I don't need to say it. It's a waste of time and energy that could be spent being productive, right? I love productive. I love that word. I definitely love that word. So, what triggered the shift? Understanding the triggers can enable you to choose to respond differently. Past hurts can cause you to slip into knee-jerk reactions to something your partner says or does. Take responsibility for your role in the argument. If it's part of an old pattern, watch for the triggers and shift the energy. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's exactly it. Look, man, it all comes down to you, your choice. You have I said this yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Understanding that how I think, how I feel, of course, how I act, that's should be a given, but maybe today it's not so much. How I think, how I feel, how I act, how I react, how I respond. Understanding that the way I go forward in the day is a choice, 100%, has been one of the most powerful things I have ever learned for myself in my life. You have a choice. And when you understand that, or maybe you don't understand that, but why not? You don't have to understand it to try it, right? And I'm at my 10 minutes, so you don't have to understand it to try it, right? You don't I was going to say medicine, but we're not going to go there, and I don't have time to go there anyway, right? But you don't have to understand it to try to choose differently in future encounters, engagements that are negative particularly, right? So give it a try. What is it Albert Einstein said, maybe? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Like, this is one of the things that kind of gets under my skin when people, they're going to complain about all these various different things. I'm tired, I'm achy, I can't focus, I don't feel well, emotionally I'm this, I don't have the work I want, I don't have the life I want, whatever it is. Yet they refuse to do anything different for some excuse or another. When I say, turn your fucking excuse into your why. This is why you should be doing it. You're not going to, what's the worst that's going to happen if you embark on something new to try to better your life? Just to see if it will, just to see what it can do. Because what you're doing isn't necessarily working, right? So why not? Like, I kind of always thought this way. It's not working, so why aren't we changing it? Why aren't we trying something different? All right. So I encourage you today to go try something different in your life. 2 people yesterday told me that they are now meditating. One specifically said it is because of stuff that they've seen that I share on my social media. That is a win. That means I'm successful because I've changed one life. Anyway, so I encourage you to go to do something different. Do something different to better your life. Whatever that is for you. Whatever, you pick something that you know you need to work on in your life, and okay, well, how do I work on this? And focus on that for a few weeks, couple months. You'll see that the momentum will pick up, and then other things will start to change, and then you'll want to make other changes as well, because the progress and the accomplishment feeling and all that just propels that stuff forward. It just kind of compounds it. You start doing things and then you want to... It's just been an amazing thing. I could babble on about that forever, but I need to find a different word because I don't really consider it babbling. I feel like there's some intelligence to what I say, I hope. So I'm going to shut the hell up now and go do my I ams and my gratitudes. I encourage you to do the same thing. At the very least, sit in your gratitude, take 5 minutes, find 5 things that you're grateful for that happened in the last 24 hours. I am so grateful for my friend Kat, who doesn't even know who Jordan Peterson is. She couldn't even get his name right, even last night. She's getting better at it. Bless her little heart. But she is trying to get herself out and about doing things. And so when I made the post on Facebook a few weeks ago that I was going and who wanted to go, she said she saw it, it popped up, and she just said, yep, I'm doing it, I'm going. She had a great time, she said. 10 out of 10, she kept telling me. So that's yay, right? So I'm so grateful that she went, and I didn't have to go by myself. My husband would have went, but... I'm grateful for that. I'm glad that he didn't go, and I'm glad that she did go, and it was a girl's time, and I'm so grateful for the experience. So grateful. All right, guys, I'm out. I will see you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow, and as always, peace and love.